everyone, this is Vinali. Welcome to Hall of Fame interview. Today I have the most beautiful and someone who has had the most weight loss in my program, which is Ipshita. She's basically from Pune and she's working as an IT professional having a 7-year-old child, and she lost around 20 kgs of weight overall in a period of 6 months. So she started in Feb 2022, and after 3 months she decided and told me that, Vinali, I don't want to stop until I reach my end goal. So she took a break of 1 or 2 weeks and she
Yes.
again restarted the program, and she said, I'm not going to stop until I reach my end goal. And yes, she indeed reached her 20 kgs of total weight loss in over a period of 6 months. And guess what? Today is June 2023, and she's still been able to maintain the same weight so far. So welcome, Ipshita. Welcome to this Hall of
Thank you.
you, and congratulations for being nominated for this award, and also prioritizing and taking care of yourself. The best part about you is you were bang on when it comes to your progress about prioritizing yourself. You made sure that you show up for yourself, and not just that, the best part about you, what I feel, is you truly appreciate the journey you have had in that 6 months, and I'm
Yes.
sure that grit in you is something which is keeping you going on, taking care of that lost weight. So congratulations and welcome again.
Thank you, Vinali. And I never would like to go back to that phase again. So this is what I'm loving it.
That's beautiful. And I think that's one thing more than enough for you to keep you on track throughout your life.
Yes.
And that's the only realization which every one of us needed, right? So
Yes.
just walk me through your Feb 2022, Ipsita. What was it before joining this program? What was your life about? That 20 kgs of overweight on your body, what did it do to you? And what was it before joining this program?
Okay, so say what happened. My routine, if I say, I was always had a lean figure. I was never a plump. Okay, throughout my childhood, I was always lean, and I used to hear that, okay, I'm so lean. But that was a phase which was gone after my childbirth. Okay, so before childbirth also, I was quite lean. I was even leaner than now what I am, but still I'm fine with now. I was about around 55, 54, 55 kgs around always. And then after marriage also nothing changed. But after childbirth, immediately that 3-4 months of break, that through those cesarean C-sections happened and everything changed, and it was like almost I gained 10 kgs then. And after that, I didn't had got any chance to reduce weight. I was living with that. Okay, I was not happy, but still I was still living with that. Almost 1.5 year, I gained another 10-12 kgs, and ultimately I went when I came back to Pune. After that, I realized where I am right now. I was not able to see myself in the mirror, and I said, okay, so I'll have to do something. I was viewing through Pula, and then I found Vinali. I went through few of her reviews. I said, okay, let's go with Vinali. I did inquire you, and that time you said, okay, it is a 3 months program and it will require a strict diet to be followed. So I decided, okay, not now. As soon as I reached back to Pune, I settled myself with that routine where we three were there. And then I started the program. And initially what happened, when I realized and I wanted to do this because weight gain was something, okay, that is doing to how you look. It's not only about the look. I had lost my fitness. I'm very fit person. I can walk a lot. I was not able to stand even more than half an hour with that weight. Okay. And then I said, okay, now this is what my fitness, my body weight is not allowing me to be fit. And then I joined your program.
So were you any skeptical before joining the program? Did anything stop you, or how did you win over that, skepticism which always stops us? Because
yes, it was there.
People do inquire, but inquiring and enrolling is a two different aspect altogether. So getting this started is the most difficult decision of all.
Correct. Yes, definitely. So yeah, I was completely sure about myself. I know I have a very strong willpower. I know that if I start, I'll complete. Great. That willpower I had. but I was skeptical only about the routine that I had to follow, because my work hours are not 9 hours. I work almost like 12 hours a day. My office requires me to work 12 hours a day minimum. So whether I'll be able to manage that was the question. When I came back home, you would not believe, for 6 months, I cooked 3 types of meals. One for me, one for my husband, and one for my kid, because my kid had used to had at that point of time separate meal altogether. She was not used to the normal meal that what we have, right? Even if I'm cooking chicken, I used to make 3 types of chicken one day. So I'm a hardcore non-vegetarian, so protein was not a problem. Cooking was also not a problem, but following that routine at 1 hour of exercise, then have putting it on time, right? The time was very restrictive. Like, you have to have your breakfast by 10, then 1 to 2. Initially, when with my work schedule, I used to have my dinner around 11:30. That now coming back to 8 o'clock, was these decisions were like this. For this, I was only skeptical. How will I manage myself, my routine? That was only stopping me. Other than that, food restriction or timing, it was not a problem for me.
So how was it working with me for those 3 months? I must say,
Amazing. Amazing, Vinali. It was amazing with you. First, I definitely because I told you, I love food, but it's not like that. Okay, I cannot sacrifice on something, or I don't have the willpower to do a particular thing. Since the non-veg, any form is I'm getting, my body is fine with that. And so initially, first few days it was difficult. First, I would say it was difficult for 3-4 days. First 2 days was most difficult, because you are used to that, having that much amount of food, and then mental block was the major thing. Like, my routine was like that I have to be available around till 12:31 in the night for my office work. So finishing my dinner by 8 o'clock, and from 8 to 1 I'm awake, and going to sleep at 1 o'clock without food is something which was a mental block. So initial 2 days it took me to adjust, to have my body also to adjust that, okay, after 8 o'clock I'm not eating anything. So first 2 days was definitely difficult, but I never felt that I should stop it and I should go and do some cheat. So it was not there. So that feeling also didn't came. It was only that, okay, I'm feeling hungry, that's it. So I drank a lot of water to
So
curb
did you
that.
ever starve on this program for the
No,
entire 6 months?
first 3 days.
Yeah, so
2 3
that was
days.
because you were getting habituated, or there was a shift, there was a change happening inside your
Yes.
body.
Yeah.
But then, did you realize any point of time that what the food you were eating were not something which was filling your food, or were you feeling
No.
more energy when you were doing workouts, or any of those things for that matter?
No.
So the point is, Ipshita, the reason why we tend to put on weight is we eat way more than our body's requirement.
Yes.
And that's
Correct.
exactly all the unutilized calorie which are inside our body gets converted into fat because they are not being treated at all. They're not being utilized at all. And that's exactly body do go through this phase wherein, there is initially when you go through a change, anything in change is a resistance from a body. Be it whatever, not just food, but even if it is a change in a routine, change in a company, change in an organization, anything you do, you just take some days to adapt to the things. But I'm so glad that you were able to sustain through that 3 days and you were able to continue it for 6 long months, which is so can I ask you one question? If I ever ask you to follow this meal plan, do you think it is something which you can easily follow for the rest of the life?
And I have been following Vinali. I have never stopped.
Yes.
I told you, I have never stopped following your routine or following the quantity or the intake of vegetable, the quantity of food. Because first 3 months, it took me to understand what is that 100 grams. I did not understand what is that because my eyes was not able to understand this is 100 grams. I was used to taking one full bowl of chicken and eat it. Like, okay. Now after your dad, I understood, okay, 100 grams is what I need to eat. Now I am used to that 2 pieces of chicken. So if you give me even 3 pieces, I'll not eat. I'll not be able to consume it only.
So your body is adapted to that particular calorie zone.
Yes. Yes.
And trust me, no food makes you fat or thin. It's
Mhm.
always the quantity. And when you know where to draw that line, you can
Mhm.
absolutely eat everything possible and you will still see that your body is not putting on any weight. And
Correct.
that's the best part about it. So it's all about the choices we make. And I'm so glad you've been able to make healthier choices for yourself and you've been able to take care of that weight, Ipshita. Hats off to you on that. So if I had to ask you, what are the three major learnings you had in this program? Or what are the three things which truly created that lifestyle change in you? What would that be?
Okay, so first thing was following the routine. Okay,
Mm,
I never followed any routine.
mm,
Okay, sometimes what happened, I used to get up in the morning with my child, with my work. I used to skip breakfast. Okay,
mm,
so that tendency I had, and no timing for lunch, no timing for dinner. I
dinner.
have, yeah, so that I have restricted myself. Even if I go out, I hardly I go out late in the night. So 10:30 wala jo meal hai, I stopped it completely. So even if I'm going out, it is 9:30 max. 8 o'clock is fine. Weekends it does not happen, but weekdays I ensure I finish my meal by 8:30. Definitely, I never do that. Never skip it. So that is one learning that I've got, that I have to follow a certain routine. One is that. Second is about having choices of meals. When you have a healthier option, then I avoid what is not there. Yes, definitely, you cannot avoid everything on all the days, but definitely you can avoid it on major days, and binge eat on the days when you are feeling low, or when you have
Right.
certain social gatherings. So those are the things that, quantity and the quality of food that you are eating. That was my second learning. And the third part would be about the exercise. Okay, I'm honest, I'm not able to follow the daily exercise routine, because with my work schedule. But whenever I get time, I do it. Maybe at least thrice a week, I'm able to manage it. But
Beautiful.
not always, I'm not able to do it. But still, that is something which you need to do. At least, even if I'm not able to do a particular exercise, at least I walk,
Yes.
go down, take a walk and come. That is something which I'm able to achieve. But not always I'm able to exercise, but definitely exercise. Whenever I do exercise, I realize that I'm fit. I feel good.
You feel good.
And yeah, I really feel good.
Nice.
But because of the timing, I'm not able to do it. I'm still not able to adjust to it. But yes, with the food diet, and it's not, I'll not call it diet anymore. For it is my normal food now.
Mhm.
I'll not call it a diet anymore. But yes, I eat sweet. Initially, when I was used to having those tea without sugar, now I have started adding half a teaspoon of sugar. That's it. So that is still your body is able to digest. But I don't. Even if in my past also, I was not a person who is a sweet lover. I'm not that sweet lover. So I cannot eat a lot of, even a big piece of cake. If you give me, I'll not eat it.
Okay.
Even I cannot eat it. So sweet was any which ways a less favorite of mine, you can say.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
I would, so that is not a craving for me. So
Okay.
my major craving that happens is only on weekends, if I go out and have
And
a
you're able
certain,
to manage
yeah,
it well.
yeah. On
Great.
So whenever weekend I go out, immediately on Monday I come back. Monday to Friday I come back to my routine.
Great. Amazing. So
Yes.
what it felt being 20 kgs lighter? So if I
Oh
have to
my
tell, what are the
God.
perks of being 20 kgs lighter? If you could just share it with us.
Okay. So first of all, it my confidence went low. I never, you know what, Vinali, when I started gaining weight in that last 2 years, I did not shop for myself.
Mm.
Whenever I went for shopping also now, seeing those big size of what is fitting me, I had to quit shopping. And I used to love shopping. Whenever I used to go, I without buying something for me, I never used to come back home.
Mhm.
And in those 2 years, even if I went, I used to buy only something for my daughter, and I used to come back home because I never used to like something on me.
Mhm.
So, and that confidence living, seeing in yourself in front of the mirror, was something what not good at all. I didn't like it.
Mhm.
And after that weight loss happened, oh my God, I love myself now. Yeah. And you not believe, I started in February, right? And my first phase ended in June, and again in July. It was my daughter's birthday. 6th July is her birthday. So, and that day, that was a huge birthday party because she is always used to have a huge, all my friends and then her friends, everybody came in for the birthday party and everybody was complimenting me. And my husband was like, you took all the limelight from my daughter to yourself on her birthday. So that is what everybody, instead of talking about her birthday, it was like, oh my God, Ipshita, I have lost so much weight. How did you do that? How did you do that? I don't believe I have shared your details almost about 20 people, 20, 30 people till now.
Thank you so much. Great. So it has given you that love back, that confidence back.
Yes,
I
yes,
think that love and confidence is something which is helping you in taking care of yourself every single day. So
yes,
keep that love alive, keep that love alive so that you keep nurturing and nourishing that your own body, your own self every single day and take care of it for the rest of your life.
yes. And I'm not going to miss out of that schedule anymore. At least,
Amazing, amazing.
yes.
So I just wanted to know the total of 20 kgs. After that, did you lose any weight after that 20 kgs?
No,
Or it's still the same weight you're maintaining till date?
same. Sometimes on the weekend when I eat like 1 or 2 kgs, it goes up, and then again on the
That's
weekdays
how
it
it
come
should
back.
be.
Yes.
That's how it should be. There's no fun without it. नहीं तो उसी पे पटा रहेगा तो करेगी क्या? There should be something which you always work on
Yes,
to, and it's lovely. The best part to work on is work on your own self.
yes,
Whatever it is in your body, yourself, your knowledge, whatever. But then working on your own self is the best empowering thing which you could ever do, right? Because that
yes.
helps you to become better than where you stand today. So that's how it should be, and I'm so glad you've been able to manage it so well, Ipshita. So any message to anybody who is planning to enroll for my programs? So I know whenever you start, like you said, you had a lot of skepticism. So many women do have a lot of skepticism. So what is your recommendation or suggestion for women who wants to join this 3 months program of mine?
Okay, so first thing is that don't be skeptical. Okay, you will be able to adjust to the schedule as soon as you start. Okay,
Yeah.
and don't give up in the first 3 days. Don't just stick on to it for the first 3 days. I'm telling you, 3 days is difficult. Uh, First 3 days is definitely difficult, and people are not able to. I've seen my friends also are there who start. They say, okay, then we'll start doing something before I enroll for that program. That will never happen. I'm telling you. That is why I continued your next 3 months also.
Yes.
Because what happens is if some hunter is not there on your head, no, nobody works. Nobody works.
Right.
And I needed that. I needed Vinali as a hunter on me, so that I
And
could.
I'm very good at doing that.
Yes, yeah. So I cannot. You cannot do it. That self confidence, self motivation. Many people have that self motivation. I'm not saying that nobody has that, but it is very difficult to achieve. And second, what happens when you're doing it on your own? What happens? Okay, today you don't know what is taking you to the positive way and what is taking you to a negative way. When you have a guidance, then you are able to understand what is positive and what is negative, which will help you or which will not. And second most important thing that happens is when you're doing it on yourself, you don't have a check. Okay, थोड़ा सा खा लेते कुछ नहीं होगा, थोड़ा सा खा लेते कुछ नहीं होगा, अच्छा भूख लगी है थोड़ा सा खा लेते कुछ नहीं होगा. ऐसे ही होता है. I'm telling you, first 3 days it was like, okay, should I eat something, should I not, I'm feeling hungry. Okay, I controlled myself, and that just 3 days of control. I'm telling you, you will be back and you will never feel that you should go back to that. So
Amazing.
first 3 days of control. If you can have, you never would want to go to that.
Beautiful.
Also.
So what is your mantra for maintenance? How you've been able to maintain it for past over close to a year now?
The maintenance part is more about the week schedule that you follow. Okay, so even if you go out, even if you eat, even if you walk, you come back, and as you know, right, we know the guilt is there that okay, I ate so much and I definitely have gained a weight. And even if as of now, even if I gain half a kg weight, no, I don't need to go and stand on that. I know myself that I have gained that weight, a little bit of weight. So again on Monday, you come back to your schedule. Don't keep it piling on. Don't keep it there. Okay, so no, don't say that, okay, I will do it next 10 days, after 10 days. No, even if you said, okay, 10 days, because suppose you are going out for a trip, obviously you will go for a family vacations trip. So 15 days, 20 days. Okay, let it go 15 days. But when you are returning back, immediately go back to your routine. Then the thing will not pile on and you will be again back. You will maintain your weight. I have done that. Yeah.
Perfect. So don't let weight take over you. Just live the life to the 100%, but just be conscious about that number on the scale. Fix it
Yes.
then and there so that you don't
Yes.
want it to pile up and then work all over it again.
Yes.
That's what I keep telling everyone around. I mean, the way I wish we had weighed ourselves every time we were increasing as well. I'm sure we wouldn't have reached where we have reached today. But
Yes.
the same thing when we are doing about losing our weight, we tend to go back and check and get disappointed. I wish we had got disappointed when we were gaining weight. That phase of weight, we wouldn't have been where we are. And we just have to be gentle while we are losing weight because it's a work in progress. We do work on ourselves. It is going to take a time, but as long as you're conscious about not letting it pile up and just keep on reducing, body will show amazing results. And the Jita Japta Sabut is Ipshita here, losing 20 kgs of weight in just 6 months and making sure that she had her own bits of cheats, she had her own bits of struggles in between. So everything, there were a lot of ups and downs in every journey. Never any single client of mine had ever had a perfect journey. That all 3 months were like super perfect, tick, 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 all checklist done.
Yes, yes.
It never happens. It is all about the imperfections and your grit to still show up to get that results at the end of the program. And your body is an amazing machine. It will show up results much better than the way you had gained it at the initial process. And I'm sure about it that 20 kgs of weight had not piled up on Ipshita's body in 6 months, which she lost in 6 months with conscious efforts. So thank you so much, Ipshita, for showing up for yourself, for taking care of yourself and creating that inspiration in my community. And I just one last question before I let you go. If I have to ask you to rate my program between 1 to 10, what would you rate, and any feedback or anything you would like to say?
I would rate it 12.
Thank you so
12,
much. Thank you so much.
Yes,
So
it
all
was
that data
awesome.
people are talking about, yes, I am. I get to involved in the program along with my clients because yes, for them they need to transform. For me, it is even more important they transform because I want to make sure that it is not just their journey, but it is our journey together. And I'm so happy that every program wherein we hold hands together and build that trust process, at the end it's always been a happy ending. And thank you for creating that one another beautiful happy ending in my life, Ipshita. And
It was awesome with you. And that 20 kgs loss, I still don't want to look into those pictures. 1 year back, I don't want to look into those pictures.
No, that's something which you should be truly proud of because, like I always say, it's not just the number, but it's all that you've gone through in that in that 6 months, whether saying no to things, whether developing that grit of taking in charge of your life. Most importantly for every woman is prioritizing themselves. So once you have done that, you know that you hold an equal importance along with your family, your job, your husband, and everybody. And that's what I say, when a woman works on herself to transform herself into an healthy individual, she automatically transforms her family around along with her. So when she's eating a healthy food, every healthy food is served onto the plate of their kids and the husband as well. So accordingly, she builds her family's health together. I hope you've been doing that as well, Ipshita.
Sorry.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ipshita.
Thank
you so
you.
much for sharing this time. And I hope every year you come back to receive this Hall of Fame award through this community and keep inspiring every individual who is on their walk of getting fitter. Thank you for being that source of inspiration, sweetheart.
Thank you, Vinali. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yes. Yeah. Bye.